Good morning, everyone. This is Pragya Saxena from class 9C, and here I am going to discuss about disaster management. The major disaster which I am including over here is earthquake. Disaster. The word disaster brings to our mind the image of an earthquake or volcano. But in a real sense, a disaster is not limited up to this only. A disaster is the negative impacts caused by an event. And one thing which should be noted over here is that event is not the disaster, but the negative impacts caused by that event are known as disaster. It causes a great loss of life and property, damages the ecosystem and environment, and also has adverse effects on the economy of the nation. Now, my next topic is types of disaster. So, disasters are categorized on two bases, on the basis of speed and on the basis of cause or origin. On the basis of speed, disasters can be slow onset disasters and rapid onset disasters. On the basis of cause or origin, disasters can be natural disaster or human induced or man-made disasters. Slow onset disasters. Slow onset disasters are disasters that prevails for a long period of time. It can be for months or even for years. Examples are famine and environmental degradation, which is lack of resources in the environment due to deforestation and industrialization. Rapid onset disasters. Rapid onset disasters are disasters that develop instantaneously and prevails for few seconds or few days, but they have a long-term devastating impact on the environment. For example, earthquake or volcano. Now we will discuss another basis of classification of disaster, which is on the basis of cause or origin. Moving to the very first type, which is natural disasters. Natural disasters are disasters which are caused by natural factors such as tsunami and drought. Human-induced or man-made disasters. Human-induced or man-made disasters are disasters which are caused by factors created by human beings. For example, gas tragedies and terrorism. Now we will discuss one of the most common natural disaster, which is rapid in speed. Earthquake. So, what is an earthquake? An earthquake is the sudden and violent shaking of Earth's crust by vibrations produced in the interior of the Earth. This definition of earthquake leaves behind many questions in our mind. For example, what is this crust? How Earth is shaking? Etc. etc. Now, let's try to sort out each of this question. And for this, we need to know what causes an earthquake. So, during ancient times, people used to explain the cause of an earthquake through different mythological stories. But now, by studying the seismic waves, we are aware about various layers of the earth. The uppermost layer of earth is known as crust. Below crust, there is mantle, which is further divided into upper mantle and lower mantle. The upper part of upper mantle is solid, and lower part of upper mantle is made up of soft rocks which are semi-solid and are called magma. The upper part of upper mantle, including the crust, is known as lithosphere. And beneath lithosphere, the layer which is present is semi-solid called magma. That means that the lithosphere is actually floating upon magma. This point I will continue further, but before that we should know another layer of earth, which is core. So below mantle there is core, which is further divided into outer core and inner core. Now, as I said, now here you can see the crust, mantle, and core. Now, as I said, that lithosphere is actually floating upon magma, and one thing we should know that lithosphere is not one piece; it is actually fragmented. Here you can see the fragments of lithosphere. Each fragment is known as lithospheric plates or simply plates. Now, as the lithosphere is floating upon magma and it is fragmented, that means that each fragment is floating upon magma. And as each fragment is floating, that means they can collide with each other or brush past each other. And when they collide with each other or brush past each other, vibrations are produced, which causes an earthquake. So, here you can see the different plate movements. And when these plates collides with each other, as shown in this picture, the earthquake is caused. Now, we will discuss some terminology during an earthquake. So during an earthquake, the point from where the earthquake starts is known as focus or hypocenter, and the region that lies directly above focus is known as epicenter. During an earthquake, the epicenter suffers the maximum loss. Here you can see the 3D form where focus and epicenter is, and here you can visualize it. See, the vibrations are starting from the focus, and these the region that is directly above focus is known as epicenter. Now here are some experiences during an earthquake. Here you can also see. Now we will discuss about measuring an earthquake. How an earthquake is measured. So an earthquake is measured by an instrument called seismograph. The magnitude of earthquake is given by Richter scale from 0 to 10. And the value depends upon the energy being released in an earthquake. An increase of 2 means 1000 times more destructive energy is released. So here we can see the meaning of magnitude on Richter scale. For example, if the magnitude is between 0 to 2, then the earthquake is very less felt. If the magnitude is over 5, then the earthquake can cause damage. If the magnitude is over 6, then the earthquake is quite strong. If the magnitude is over 7, then there is a major earthquake. So these was the meaning of magnitude on Richter scale. Now we will discuss impacts of an earthquake. An earthquake causes a great loss of lives and property. It increases poverty in the nation. It causes economic loss and ecological imbalances. Now we will discuss some major earthquakes in India. So, first one was the Bihar earthquake that occurred in 1934. Another one was Bhuj earthquake which occurred on 26 January 2001. Next was the Kashmir earthquake that occurred in 2005. And last one was the Nepal earthquake that occurred in 2015. Now we will discuss about the regions which are more prone to an earthquake. In this diagram you can see, in this map you can see the regions which are dark shaded are more prone to an earthquake. The northeastern states, the part of Gujarat, Uttarakhand, etc. These are some regions which are more prone to an earthquake. Now we will discuss some precautions during an earthquake. So if you are indoors, take shelter under a table and stay away from tall and heavy objects that can fall. If you are driving in a car, then drive slowly to a clear spot. Now we will discuss some precautions before an earthquake. So we must construct buildings that can withstand in an earthquake with proper building configuration. We should follow building codes issued by Bureau of Indian Standards, and we must spread public awareness. So here this is the end of this presentation. Thank you so much.